Hi folks. There's a Japanese journalist by the name of Tatsuya Kato. He's in South Korea, and he'll probably be there for a little while longer against his wishes. He's being told he's not allowed to leave the country, and I think he's under house arrest. Now, what did he do to cause this? To cause him to have legal problems, this Japanese journalist in South Korea? Why, what he did was, he impugned the honor of the president of South Korea, President Park. Now, what did he do? What did he say that impugned her honor? Did he call her a Democrat? Gee! Hey! That's a hanging offense, partner, to be called one of them there Democrats. No, he did not do that. He read a South Korean newspaper that reported on her activities that wasn't exactly flattering to her, and he just re-reported what he wrote. And that's what caused him to be placed under house arrest and told you can't leave the country until further investigation. So why is it the South Korean newspaper could write it and not face any legal consequences, but this Japanese journalist, why? You can't leave the country? You done did it now, partner. Article 21 of the Constitution of South Korea guarantees freedom of the press. But there's a qualifier in that guarantee. Citizens. This journalist is a Japanese citizen, not a South Korean citizen. So right there, he does not enjoy freedom of the press, which to me is rather peculiar. But if you go further into Article 21, I think it contradicts the previous part, because it reads, you also cannot impugn or defame the honor of an individual in South Korea, because you could be held criminally responsible for that. So how is that freedom of the press? So let's just say I'm a South Korean citizen. I can write what I want about another individual, but I better not call him a Democrat and place dishonor upon him, else I'll be liable. Alright, if that's your constitution, if that's the laws you enjoy there, so be it. But should it not be applied equally across the board? Should not the South Korean newspaper, who are citizens of the country, who enjoy freedom of the press, but further into the article, they wrote something that questioned the honor of the president, which he was being held responsible for. Why aren't they being held responsible for? Do we have two systems of justice there? For citizens and non-citizens? I think if you're going to hold this Japanese gentleman, journalist, responsible for what he rewrote that was written in the South Korean newspaper, that South Korean newspaper also needs to be held equally responsible. But as a journalist, if I'm going into another country, it is incumbent upon me to know what the laws are of that country in reference to freedom of the press, and in this situation, so-called freedom of the press. You know, folks, I criticize these here United States of America a lot in my videos, but I thank God I'm a citizen here in this country. I insult President Obama a whole lot, President Clinton, Hillary Rotten Clinton, and I am not in violation of any laws as long as I'm not threatening. And that kind of freedom I enjoy here. Now, I'm not saying you South Koreans are in error for having a constitution that's written like that. I would not find it acceptable. But if you find it acceptable, so be it. That's your constitution. You have to live under those laws. What's not acceptable is it's not being equally applied. And there's where the fault lies. Hi, folks. We'll see you. God bless you. God bless America. And thank God I'm here. And God bless the nation you happen to be in. See ya.